Hey guys, good morning and welcome to today's prediction analysis. If you are new to the channel, please like the video, subscribe, and share with friends. So, my attention has been drawn to the result of yesterday's game. So, only one game dealt with us, a match that shouldn't have disappointed. I've been reading a lot of encouraging comments from some of you, and I also see a few um, negative comments from a few people that I would say are people who just started watching football. That's how I'll put it. People who started watching football just 3 years ago during the Ronaldo and Messi era, who do not understand what is happening. Mostly university students who are very young, who don't understand the situation right now. So they just look at the games when you lose their young minds because they're unable to really process things as they should. They start to think that, okay, I'm losing because of you, and so on and so forth. But for those who are older, people who have watched football, followed football for a long time, you people understand the situation that is happening, that this is the most unserious set of players ever. We are dealing with the worst set of football players in football history. Um, these are players who are already millionaires at the age of 23, who are already millionaires at the age of 22, right? So when they make so much millions, I mean, look at someone like Sancho. At the age of 24, he's already a multi-millionaire. What is he going to play for, right? Look at someone like Rashford. Look at someone like Jackson. These are people who haven't even reached the apex. Like they haven't even reached the midpoint of football success. I'm saying the midpoint, but they're already multi-millionaires. No motivation to play well. As compared to 10, 15 years ago when you had Jekyll, tough, motivated players, Drogba, people who didn't just want to make money but wanted to make a name for themselves. That is what is killing football. We don't have players who want to make a name for themselves anymore. They're just contented with the status quo. And that translates to performances on the field. So when you bet on them, when you do your analysis, your data, they turn up and they just don't decide to do well. Because at the end of the month, they'll open their banking app and see a couple of millions roll in into their account. It's terrible. We're only hoping and praying that the situation changes because it's making football betting very, very difficult. But we need to keep trying. We need to keep figuring out ways of dealing with them, you know. So yeah, so literally it was just one game that stopped us from winning our 3+ odds yesterday. So today we are going with the goal market. We've analyzed 5 matches that we believe should produce 3 odds again. You guys should feel free to edit, or you can play it as it is by putting something small. The very first fixture we have is a football game involving Wolves and Arsenal. And it might interest you to know that Arsenal is out of the Champions League. I think at the moment, the Premier League is the only competition they're holding on to right now. And when you look at Wolves, Wolves has, their last, especially their last 3 games, has produced 2.5 goals. Has produced 3.5, 2.5 goals. Then you check Arsenal. Arsenal, when they've played away from home, they always do goals. They always try to score. It's only the Champions League that they rarely score, or when they play very tough opposition like Manchester City, that they fail to score when they play away from home. And their head-to-head shows that more often than not, this is a fixture that has produced 2.5 goals 4 out of 5 times. When you look at the standings, it's very, very important we take a look at the standings to understand what we are dealing with. And when you look at it, you see that Arsenal is position 2. 3 points today, you will take them to the top of the table, literally. And that's not something they want to miss out on, while hoping and praying that Manchester City sleeps. So I expect Goals, I expect Wolves to get a goal. I also expect Arsenal to get a goal. So I'm going for over 2 goals. And the odd for over 2 goals is 1.31. So that's the prediction, over 2 goals. Okay, but if you want it to be safer, you can play 1.5 goals. I see goals in this fixture. I see Arsenal coming back with anger. I see Wolves also trying to stop them and also trying to get a goal. So the odd for over 2 goals is 1.31. The next fixture is from the England Championship. It's a game involving Leicester and West Brom. Leicester is averaging 2.5 goals at home. West Brom too is averaging a minimum of 2.5 goals away from home. Head to head shows that this fixture has produced 2 or more goals 4 out of 5 times. Their standings on the table paint an interesting story. Leicester was doing very well previously, but then they slipped. So, but they'll hope that if they win today, they'll push themselves up the table again. So, this is a situation where you have Leicester scoring for fun. You have West Brom also scoring in every game they've played away from home, and it definitely looks like a game that will produce a lot of goals. So, it's a game that will produce goals because I mean, we look at West Brom here. When you look at West Brom, you see that this West Brom team is position 5. They want to consolidate their position in the top 6 promotional places so they can see if they can participate in the playoffs and qualify. So it's going to be very, very interesting, and we expect both teams to have a go at each other. So the odd for over 1.5 goals is 1.23. The next game here is from the Germany Bundesliga. It's a game involving Heidenheim and RB Leipzig. This Heidenheim team is averaging a minimum of 2.5 goals at home. They've managed to score in 4 out of their last 5 home matches. RB Leipzig too is averaging a minimum of 2.5 goals away from home, and they've managed to score in every game they've played away from home. They haven't met in recent times, so that head-to-head doesn't count. But the reason why this match will be critical for both teams is RB Leipzig wants to consolidate its position in the top 4. If they lose this game or even draw, Dortmund will have the opportunity to advance into the top 4. And that's not something they'll want. Edenhen also wants to try and qualify in the top 10, like finish in the top 10 as much as possible. So you guys should expect a lot of goals in this fixture. So we are going with the odd option of over 2 goals because the home team here doesn't fail to score at home. We also have the away team here that has never failed to score away from home in their last 5 matches. So the uh, option for over 2 goals, the odd for over 2 goals is 1.21. The next fixture is from the Germany 3 Liga. It's a game involving AUE and Unterhaching. So as you can see, the home team 4 out of their last 5 matches, 2.5 goals. The away team 4 out of their last 5 games, 2.5 goals. Head to head shows that this is a fixture that has produced 2 or more goals in their last in 3 out of their last 5 meetings. We don't have the recent head to head, but I want to believe that they've scored goals even in their most recent head to head. The last time this site has their head to head record for was 2020, but they've met more recently. So, but we are going to judge both teams based on their current goal scoring form, whereby the away team is scoring a lot of goals and the home team is also scoring a lot of goals. So the odd for over 2 goals is priced at 1.21. And finally, we have this fixture from the England League 2. It's a game involving Stockport County and Accrington. Stockport County is averaging a minimum of 1.5 goals at home. You have this away team that is playing, scoring goals for fun. 5 out of 5 matches has produced 2.5 goals, literally. 5 out of their last 5 matches has produced 2.5 goals. They haven't met in recent times, so this head to head doesn't count. But when you check their standings, and why this game will be very important is that the home team is position 1, and they want to consolidate on their top position and see if they can potentially win the league. And then you have the away team that is position 18. That is trying to stay away from the relegation places as much as possible. And the fact is, the away team is scoring and also conceding a lot, which should make it easier for Stockport County to score and also concede as well. So the odd for over 2 goals for this fixture is 1.22. So these are the matches we have for you guys. They give a total of 3 odds. Feel free to edit. Feel free to, if you want to play it as it is, you can just put something small. I want to wish you guys the very best with this round of matches and see you on the flip side.